What we are talking about is no matter what the president lays before us, let the implementation of this very budget, be very diligently pursued so that the funds so appropriated will reflect on the lives of the Nigerian people. There is reports of declining inflation. Inflation is going down from 34% in the last budget down to 16% and still going down. People still cannot afford decent meals in their homes. So if you have the prices down and the food items remain unaffordable, there is a missing link. It's either that the capacity, the purchasing power of the citizens is continuously diminished. So government should look into ways of making the Nigerian people and citizens to earn decent wages and income.
The president, like he said, that revenue generating agencies must be up to 24 hours working this time around to get this funding. And what we're doing in petroleum sector, where there is more rig for exploration, more licensing round, more oil wells are being opened. If we have increased production, that will also help in contributing. Because if we don't increase revenue, as he has said, that means we may be looking up for borrowing to be able to fund that gap. And I hope we don't get to that borrowing, because the country is concerned about the issue of borrowing. But I must say that this is very ambitious, and that if we're implemented, can help to accelerate development in the country. People must see that transparency. People must see where those fundings are going to. We can't continue to service debt over 15 trillion when the capital is not even up to 10 trillion. It's worrisome. I must say that it's very, very worrisome, especially for us in the opposition. It's very worrisome. But then, going by what he has said today about consolidating on what they have done in the past, and if these monies are there, this program will be able to touch the lives of Nigerians. We want to see that impact as we enter next year. If not, we may be opposing any future borrowing plan as opposition. Naira to be spent by security agents, because he said he understands that a country that is not secure cannot be able to produce enough food, cannot be able to do business. And we agree with him that security is very important. People are leaving the farmland. People are scared of going to the farm. People are also scared of going on the highway. And now he said, I'm going to commit 6 trillion to provide security. We hope to see how he intends to do that in terms of actually delivering on the direct impact, which is for people to ply the highway, go to the farm, go to the school without being kidnapped. We strongly believe that yes, it's achievable if he can be able to provide security.
I applaud Mr. President for this budget proposal. Apart from the emphasis on ensuring that efforts will be geared towards ridding the country of all problems of insecurity as much as possible. You can't totally eliminate that. And to that extent, a large quantum of money has been proposed. It's still a proposal. We are going to do proper scrutiny to ensure that the budget will be implementable and all naughty areas will be addressed. But the principles are good. We'll sit down as a parliament and do a diagnostic study of the principles of the budget. Where necessary, make adjustments. But on the whole, it's a lot of work for us, and I believe with proper guidance and due diligence, we'll do a good job out of it.
The expectation within Nigerians is that there should be paradigm shift from where we're coming from. And as far as what has been presented is concerned, we could give the president an interim commendation. Interim commendation because it is a budget that is tagged or termed as budget of consolidation. And the consolidation implies that capital projects from 2024 to 2025 will all be consolidated by March 2026 and they will all be closed. That means by April 2026, all capital projects would have been fully implemented. When and if that happens, that's why I said interim commendation. My only reservation there is when you talk human capital development, that means you are talking the major ingredients of human capital development are education and health. And if you look at the proposed allocations for education and health there, you will envisage and wish that the figures are improved upon. Though that is something we can handle within the chambers, and we will do the needful.
It's a document of hope, a document of consolidation, because he has rightly said that this year's budget is to consolidate on the activities of government in the past. And he has also clearly specified the need to ensure that the execution of the 2026 budget is purely based on nationally determined agenda and goals. And he has also given a marching order to the Minister of Finance, the Accountant General, and all those in the chain of budgeting to ensure that the 2026 budget is implemented in accordance with the Renew Hope agenda, and also to make sure that there is elimination of multiple budget implementation in 2026.
Mr. President said it is not about what we present, but it is about what we deliver. So budget shouldn't be a mere annual ritual. Budget should be about implementation. To what extent have you been able to implement? Another takeaway of this budget is that he has made it clear that 2024 capital, 2025 capital shall be implemented by the 31st of March 2026. That brings us to the issue of running only one budget, because by then only 2026 budget will be running. So let us have a disciplined budget structured arrangement. That is what Mr. President is talking about, and I believe that that is going to happen. And you know, if you look at what has been happening in the last couple of months, you will see that there's a renewed effort by the Minister of Health, who is also the coordinating Minister of Health in Nigeria, to ensure that all those problems you are talking about are addressed. I believe that the issue of primary health care should be given proper attention. Another issue of health insurance should also be given proper attention. It's not about not having the hospitals. Even when you have it, do people have the money to even go to be treated? So let us emphasize on primary health care and also emphasize on health insurance scheme. I think that will help us a lot.
Budget of consolidation. Well, he did not miss words. He did not hide the fact that we've been coming from very difficult economic situation. And one good assurance he gave that by March 2026, all the budgets that are running will be consolidated and ensure that we'll not be running with only one budget. And having the lion's share given to security, considering the insecurity challenges we have in the country, will show you that he really means very well that all the efforts he has been putting in place, especially the declaration of emergency security, that he means it. And of course, education too. Education is the second, after infrastructure, the next is education. And I think the budget means very well, considering where we are coming from. I know that the contractors who have been working for federal government who have not been paid are somehow disturbed. But after listening to the president this afternoon, I mean, everybody
talked about closing up.
Exactly. Exactly. I think, and then of transparency is also very important. That all the revenue collections will now be e-based, ensuring that it's prompt collection and prompt remittance to the appropriate authorities. So I think so far, I think it's a good budget.
Thank you for your time.